Black Ops Cold War is here. It is here. We finally got a reveal trailer. If you guys want to make your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. My name is JT Goonie, and let's talk about this reveal, shall we? So before the reveal trailer, it looked like we were in a spy plane, guys. So there was a spy plane that was flying over different areas, different little things that popped up on the map, different locations. I'm assuming that were probably multiplayer maps in the game. Timer that was counting down, obviously, to get to the reveal trailer. And then there were different like little snippets of voices that you could hear in the background. You see some dials. There's a bunch of dials like you're actually in the plane with a little screen that's showing you what you're flying over. So I'm assuming that this is a spy plane of some sort, and I wonder if this is going to be a score streak in the game or a part of the story, or I would assume it's a part of the story. And there were different coordinates all over the place. But yeah, it was a super cool intro. I enjoyed it a lot. I probably sat through the entire thing. It was like 15 minutes, I think, of just this plane flying over different areas. I don't know where exactly this is, but it keeps popping up different locations on the map here, and it was pretty cool. I thought it was one of the cooler intros that we've had in a Call of Duty. It showed shots of underneath the plane, also like a high up bird's eye view of the earth, and there were different like clouds and different moving parts. But yeah, this was super cool. It looks like we were over top of some sort of place in like Russia or something like that, is what it looked like to me. It definitely wasn't like a very populated area from what I could tell. It just looked like landscape. Five new maps were announced with this reveal trailer. Those maps being Satellite, Armada, Moscow, Miami, and Crossroads. Satellite, there was a satellite crash, a US satellite crashed over the deserts of Angola, which there's one high point where the satellite actually crashed, and then a bunch of caverns. From what they said, this map will play kind of long range and close range, with two different sides of the map being based on those types of engagements. Armada, no lanes. It's not your traditional 3-lane system. There are boats everywhere, gunboats, small spaces to get into, little, corridors and rooms to hide in. Lots and lots of small spaces. There are zip lines that take you from one boat to the next. You can swim in this map, which, as far as I know, this is one of the first Call of Duty maps that has like swimming as like one of the main mechanics of the map. There obviously you could have swim in different maps, like Black Ops 3 had the one map, I don't remember the name of it, but there was like the rock in the middle with the waterfall, and you could swim underneath and get to the other side of the map. This is the first Call of Duty map that introduces swimming as a mode of transportation in the map. Moscow is in the middle of a Russian city, obviously Moscow. There are 3 lanes, but there is a point in the middle where all of those lanes connect, and then there's a subway system that goes through the map to get from one point to the next. I feel like this map will be great for domination, great for hardpoint. The gameplay that I saw, this map was probably one of my favorites of the 5. It seemed very close to medium range, so shotguns and SMGs are going to reign absolutely supreme on this map. Miami, set in the 80s on Ocean Drive, man. Treyarch really does know how to do period stuff, man. It's when it comes to like history and timelines and stuff like that, Treyarch, they kill it every single year, man. An ocean line where you can hide in the ocean if you want to flank. There's a main street on one end, on each end there are sniper points. From what I saw, there's a nightclub that has 80s music bumping in the background. This map looks insane. It's a nighttime map, so it will be dark, close engagements. You can sneak up on your enemies, stab them in the back. You're good to go. Crossroads, there's a Russian convoy making its way to a Russian bunker that you need to either intercept and try not to let them get their loot, if you know what I'm saying. It's the most cinematic one out of all of the ones on this list here of the 5 that they announced. There's natural terrain that allows you to like move and use the trees and the bushes as cover, which I like. Tanks, man. Tanks, snowmobiles are in the game. I could not be more ready. I've been wanting to use an actual tank, and it feels like the driving systems and the tank operation systems are going to be a lot better than they normally are. But in previous Call of Duties, like the APCs in Modern Warfare, they suck. They're hard to control. They're difficult to steer, and I just feel like this game, this Black Ops Cold War, is going to really set the tone for Call of Duty vehicles. I'm excited. So next up, we're going to have a chat about the game modes. TDM, obviously, Domination, Search and Destroy, and they're bringing back Control. I'm pretty sure Control was in either Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, but I'm really excited for that. It's a little bit more competitive. It brings a whole new play style to the game. Larger capture zones and domination. We have been asking for that for so long. I hate having to be piled up with my entire teammates on one capture point, literally just waiting to be sniped with, like, you know, a javelin or even a well-rounded SMG or, you know, assault rifle or something. RPGs as well. I'm so sick and tired of having to be clustered with all my teammates. Larger capture zones are a huge welcome for me, at least. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys are excited for the larger capture zones. New hardpoint spawn systems are coming in. The next hardpoint will be marked on the map. They're letting you know when it comes up, so you're not like trying to scramble like, oh god, we don't know where the next hardpoint is and the game's about over and we are about to get the win. You have no idea how many times I've clutched up just accidentally standing on the next hardpoint. VIP escort. There's no loadout if you are designated as the VIP. Only one person on a team can be the VIP, and it swaps between the teams. It's a 6v6 game mode. There is revives. There is downs. You spawn in with a pistol, smoke grenade, a UAV, I think trophy systems. It looks like you'll just have a bunch of tactical things to just stay alive. The goal of the VIP is to just straight up stay alive. Like, that's exactly what it is. And you got to get him to, there's 2 exfil points. So you have to move your teammate from one point, like from the spawn to an exfil point, so that you can, you know, get the VIP out of there and win the game. There is combined arms, which is a 12v12. It's basically this game's ground war. There will be vehicles. It'll be large scale battles on larger maps. I'm excited to see how this game mode plays out on Crossroads. I can't wait to play that map. I'm so excited. The beta is going to be insane if these 5 maps are on there, dude. I swear. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Comment down below which map you guys are ready for. Let me know what map you guys are excited for. Are you excited for Black Ops Cold War? Because I know I am. Probably one of the most exciting changes that they're making to the game is how the operators work and the actual physics of your characters in game. They did improve the physics, which gives your players more accuracy when it comes to like how heavy you are. Your grenades, your pouches, your equipment, everything comes into account as to how quickly you move and how agile you are on the map. Sprint takeoff, it's kind of like it's not entirely like tactical sprint. It's similar in the fact that when you start running, your sprint tapers off in speed. You start out really fast, and then you start to like slow yourself down because your character is getting tired. And the heavier your player is, the quicker your sprint will taper off. Slide starts and stops in a crouched position. I'm so happy for that, because in Modern Warfare, if you're standing up, when you slide, you'll be crouched, and I don't like that. I wish you could slide and stand right back up, but start and stop in a crouched position. Footsteps, this is the biggest part for me. This is the biggest thing to me. I love listening for footsteps when I play video games, especially first-person shooters. I love to listen for I like to hear where people actually are, and the directional composition of footsteps in this game seems like it's going to be way improved for Modern Warfare. I hope they bring it over into Warzone, because not knowing where someone is, hearing footsteps, looking in the direction where the footsteps are coming from, and getting killed from behind is the most annoying part of Modern Warfare. But the faster you move, the louder your footsteps will be. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. So you will be able to use your sneak tactics if you want to. You will be able to, like, you know, kind of crouch and walk very slowly and sneak up behind people, get the execution, and then dip out. That is probably one of the biggest changes that I'm welcoming in the most. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the footsteps, that the direction they're going with the footsteps in this next game. I'm excited. I hope that it plays out well, because the last time we heard, oh, footsteps are going to be amazing, or, you know, sounds are going to be amazing, it really wasn't. They did go into how each weapon sounds and everything like that, so I'm assuming that the directional audio will be a lot improved in this game. So in terms of combat, Activision's Max Porter has talked about how the weapons will feel a little bit more realistic with your movement. So if you're sprinting and trying to hip fire at the same time, your weapon will sway a little bit more. If you're aiming down sights and strafing, I'm assuming that it'll have, you know, a little bit more kick to it, and versus you standing still. Sounds will be a lot more realistic, like I mentioned before. And then the creative class is no longer based off the Pick 10 in Black Ops, which, oh, thank God. I hated the Pick 10. Pick 10 sucks. The way that they had it set up in Modern Warfare is how it should be in every Call of Duty game going forward. If you ask me, I feel like the The system in Modern Warfare is so amazing. The slot-based system works so much better. Each loadout will consist of a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, a lethal, a tactical, a field upgrade, perks as usual, and then wild cards are back as well. There's a wild card that lets you get 8 attachments on a gun. 8 attachments on a gun. That's insane. Could you imagine the M4A1 with 8 attachments in Modern Warfare right now? That would be freaking bonkers. The Grau or the Kilo, dude, that would be insane. That'd be absolutely insane. There's the 8 attachment one. There's a wild card that allows you to get 6 perks. There's one for double the amount of lethals that you can carry, and then 3 primary perks. So I'm assuming that's either 3 of the same tier perk, which is going to be absolutely bonkers. I'm excited to see how it plays out, the builds that people are going to make, the metas, the everything. Every primary weapon has up to 54 attachments per weapon, which is wild. That's a lot of attachments. 8 attachment points on each gun. So barrel, muzzle, optic, magazine, grip, stock, underbarrel. And I'm assuming there's going to be a couple more, probably even like caliber of weapon or caliber of ammo. And no longer do we have to guess about how much recoil an attachment is going to add, how much damage range you're going to lose if you add an attachment or drop off an attachment. They're finally adding the actual percentage that it affects your stats on your weapons. I'm so happy for this. I cannot even tell you how many times I've had to guess how much damage I'm losing or how much range I'm losing or how much recoil control I'm losing on a weapon in Modern Warfare when I put on attachment. When like Commando versus Merc foregrip, or any of those other attachments, this optic versus that optic, this barrel versus that barrel, you will actually be able to know what percentages you will be at as far as your weapons go. Score streaks are now kept on death. They're all on a cooldown, so you won't be able to just spam a bunch of score streaks just to keep the game more evenly paced. I feel like matches are going to last a little bit longer now with this implementation, because it's insane how one person can get a chopper gunner and just wipe an entire team over and over and over and over again, and then the game's over. So very, very, very welcome change here. Grenade launchers are back, and then there are also counter score streaks for every score streak. So every score streak that you earn in the game will have a counter to that. So say you pop a VTOL or something like that. I don't know if that's what it'll be called, but somebody will be able to put up a SAM turret, which will shoot you out of the air. You know, I'm digging the way that they're bringing it back to the OG Black Ops score streak system, minus the exception of this keep on death. I really, really like it. I'm hoping that it plays out the way that everybody's probably thinking it's going to, because having all of the score streaks on a cooldown, it's kind of gonna suck, but at the same time, it'll keep the game from ending like within 5 minutes. Real quick, I just wanted to touch on the PC port. Right now, there are so many cheaters on PC that it's just kind of, it's annoying. They didn't really get into that in this presentation, but they did partner with NVIDIA. The new game will support DLSS. DirectX 12 is what the new engine is being built off of. Ray tracing, and then NVIDIA Reflex, which will cut down on latency and basically optimize the game. You'll be able to run the game at higher settings with your FPS pretty much maxed out at all times, which is going to be nice, especially with the 30 series GPUs coming out. More frames is basically what they were pushing for. VSync and G-Sync are going to be their own thing, but I feel like NVIDIA, this partnership that they have with NVIDIA, it's going to be good for the game, because NVIDIA does have the best optimized settings for games such as Call of Duty, especially when you want higher FPS at higher settings. The game looks gorgeous. The gameplay and the trailers and everything was ran off of PS5, so I can't wait to see what it's going to look like on that. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like on PC, especially if you have a higher end PC. It's going to look absolutely phenomenal. The port is also being devved by Beanox, which is usually Activision's main PC guys. They handle all of the PC ports and everything for the game, and they do a great job. They do a fantastic job. Modern Warfare was a little bit touchy at points, but for the most part, it's been pretty solid. And the last thing I really wanted to talk about in this video is the implementation of Warzone into this. They kept saying the next evolution in the Warzone series as far as story and gameplay and the maps and all that good stuff. All of your gear from Modern Warfare will transfer over. I don't entirely know if that's going to say, hey, if you bought a Grau variant in Modern Warfare, bring it on over into Cold War. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I hope so, because I have a lot of weapon variants that I have purchased throughout the the lifetime of Modern Warfare. So it'd be nice to be able to bring my guns over, especially that Rytech AMR. I'm messing with it. I'll have a video coming up on that soon. Comment down below what your favorite sniper is. Right now, I'm using the Rytech AMR with the thermite rounds, man. It shreds. It shreds. This game will be cross-platform. It will be cross-generational, which is great to hear because PS5 can play with PS4, Xbox can play with Xbox Series X can play with Xbox One, Xbox can play with PlayStation. They both can play with PC. PC can play with everybody else. It's going to be amazing. They do cross-play very well. I will say that. The voice chat is a little bit wonky at sometimes. I hope that they improve the voice chat. I really do, because playing with randoms is kind of what most people do when they're, sitting there at 2 a.m. and they don't have anybody to play with because all of their friends went to bed or whatever the case may be. But I do hope that they improve some of the cross-play systems that are in place, such as server ping would be nice, would be a nice fix. Again, voice chat, connectivity, all that good stuff. I hope they fix all the issues that they're having with this new game. But I'm hecka excited, man. This is going to be one of the best games to come out, especially with Warzone in there as well. Warzone made Activision a butt ton of money. So I'm hoping that they're, continuing to progress. Ever since Warzone came out, it has been nothing but a steady inclination of how great this game is and how great it can be. This has so much potential to just break the video game industry. And Zombies is back. Zombies is back. They teased a trailer at the end. Oh man, dude, it looked so good. It looked so good. I'll play a snippet here for you. Let me know if you guys are ready for Zombies as well. I'm not going to go too in depth because I really don't know anything about it yet. I don't think anybody does, but we will wait to see what happens. I'm waiting for the Zombies reveal, and we will get back to you guys on that. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Click all notifications to stay up to date when I upload videos. That was pretty much it for the Cold War reveal, man. It was a good experience. They did a great job presenting everything. They did a great job explaining everything. If you guys enjoyed the reveal, leave a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. I'm waiting for the game to come out. Dude, we've got a little under 2 months here, and I'm counting down the minutes. This game is going to be insane. It's going to be insane. This is JT Goonie, bringing you everything Call of Duty. If you enjoyed the video again, please leave a like. Please subscribe. Comment all of your favorite things about this reveal, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.